right, so I got this up here. I'm not going to do over this door. I'm going to leave this door just so I can remember this is here. I don't know what it's there for. I'm sure it's there for something. Well, that's rattly, isn't it? Boy, it'd be nice there somewhere. Huh. Well, if I hear something rattling in here, I'll know what it is. Huh. All right, well, there you go. Anyway, so that's covered, and that'll keep some of the heat out from up there. Again, I'm not going to cover this door. I could put a little patch around this door, I guess. I just don't want to lose the door, you know what I mean? But I think it's going to be fine. It's a lot more than it was there before. All right, so I got a short hose and a long hose. And I'm going to go back and look at the videos and through all the stuff and see if I can figure out which goes to which side. I think the long hose goes to the in and the short hose goes to the out because it's further over from the side. But I'm guessing. And hopefully I got a picture. We'll see. I think I did take a lot of pictures of stuff when I was taking that stuff apart. But I'm not sure because I was covered in fuel. So I have to go back and look. But there's a long hose and a short hose. The video should tell the story. We'll go back and figure it out. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. We just gotta keep her going, you know, little by little, get her in there. So yeah, we're in a good place. I mean, we're on the roller, so I think it's just a matter of getting the weight to shift back onto there, and we'll be in there. So let's just keep inching her in, and we'll be in a good position, I think. You'll see. All right, I think I'm gonna try to go under and then ratchet it in. I can keep inching it like that. I don't like twisting it back and forth though. I'd rather just pull in straight. So let me claw under there. I'll see if I can get a place for you and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this bus too. Let me do that. I'm gonna do that so it's not gonna zap me if I did inadvertently touch something, and then maybe while we're under there we can get everything going. Well, I'll have to come back out, but we'll get everything going. All right. See, I'm going to hook there, and somewhere back here, probably with a hydraulics hook, probably a good place because that's made for that kind of pressure. I'll go to here. Look at that wind. I'm going to shut this door. What's up, buddy?
Looks like it's on top of things, or everything's one.
Yeah, everything's going back in. It's good finally getting back in here.
Mark said that's what you were doing.
Yeah. What are you up to?
I'll just come by and say hello to you.
Yeah, how's winter going?
Huh? Good.
See you guys much in the winter. All right, sorry about that. I have three guys that do a lot of work for the older people in the neighborhood, and I just keep them kind of organized with the people. You know, they want me to do all the stuff, so I just get them with these three guys, and they're great guys. They work hard, and they can use the cash, so it works out well for everybody. All right, so let me get back at this. Yeah, the ratcheting really worked it in. I got it pulled in enough. I think I am past the blocks, which I am. So now I'll get these things locked down so this thing cannot roll out and hurt anybody. And then it's time to get it off the cart. We'll get the jack and jack it up off this cart, and we'll be back in business to start getting her put down. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get the two bolts and that whole thing and lock it down. This one's not past it yet. This one's right at it. Let me see what, maybe it's a little crooked. I thought it was in there straight. Might be just a little crooked. Yeah, that one's, oh, this one's just past. So it's just a tad crooked, but we'll get this one locked down. Then we'll switch over to the other side and get that one locked down. And we'll go from there. All right, my wife had made me some lunch, so I went there and got some lunch. So I feel a lot better. It's late lunch today, though. I think it's like almost like 1:30. Anyway, look, I missed a place. I'll have to come back and get that. Missed a place to paint. All right, let's get the jack, I think is where I'm at, and get this cart going out of here. Oh, I was going to lock that thing down first. So let me lock this side down. We'll get that in enough to lock that side down. Then we'll get rid of this cart. I'm excited to be at this point, let me tell you. This is great. This is great. I have to get my little spotlight back out, aren't I? Because I'm starting to get dark in here again. It's just past my bay lights. Back to the other side here. Yeah, I think that paint just locks it down, so now I got to get past the paint. I think is what's the deal. I gotta get past this block here. There we go. There we go. All right, go lock the other side down, and we're in good position. This far in. All right, it's locked in. So now that can't fall out. So now I can get this jack under here and get this cart out from underneath this thing. Just jack it up, pull these boards. We'll be in good shape. We will be in good shape. Happy you just want to make sure I am smart enough to keep the wheels unlocked this time. See, I don't really know what to lift on here. I guess I'll lift on this and then pull them all out. And then we'll worry about the backside after that. Let's get rid of these. And this. And this. And all this. And that's what we're jacked against. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get below that. I'm going to have to find something else to, or if it's going to be, nope, not enough. Okay. All right, so now we'll have to go somewhere else and lift somewhere else. There's something coming out of that. Fuel coming out or something. Or is that radiator fluid? I need to get on there and figure out what's going on. Looks like the radiator might be leaking. That's not good. What the heck? Alright, so this is not good at all. Nothing leaked. I went and put this in and now it's leaking. And it's the radiator stuff. Nothing's leaking through here. So I have a feeling it's a bad radiator, but I don't know that. And I don't know what to do. I guess I could try to pull the top off with it in here and then see if I can reach down in there or see down in there. What a pain now that we got this thing loaded. I can't believe it just started leaking like that just now. Oh, well, better now than when I run it, I guess. So let me tear this whole thing apart off the top and golly, we may be taking this right back off. Son of a gun. All right, well, let me figure it out and stop complaining, and we'll go from there. I'll let you know when I figure it out. All right, I should have bought a bunch of new clamps, obviously, but It's that bottom clamp in there. I've tried getting a wrench on it, all that. I'm not doing very good. It's just kind of like stripped out or something. I'm not sure. What I must have done is put a socket on there, tighten the socket, and now it just spins, right? So I'm going to try getting another one on there, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I can get that one off and get another one on there, or if I just need to put another one on there, you know what I mean? But it's definitely dripping, so... All right, we'll figure this out. I don't even know how I'm going to get one on there, to be honest with you. I don't think I can get my hand down there without tearing this whole thing apart again. So I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to figure something out. So, all right. Maybe if I put a clamp on it, on this side and then push it through that hole and then tighten it, maybe I can get it that way. We'll see. We'll try a bunch of stuff. I'll let you know what happens. All right, totally frustrated. Can't get the one off. Can't get the one on. I don't even know what to do. I guess I can pull this whole dang thing out again. It's just that bending in there. I don't even know if I could do it if I got it out of there. But at least I wouldn't be trying to get under this thing and then down in there. I don't know that it would do me any better though. Probably give me better positioning, but... All right, well. I'm gonna try it a few more times, and if that doesn't work, I guess I'll just pull the whole thing off and... Yeah. Loosen the radiator, pull it forward, put the thing on there, put it all back together. I don't know what else to do. I thought I was on a roll, but I'm not. So I'll catch up with you guys later. I don't want to talk to you when I'm all frustrated. But yeah, we'll get it. I mean, we'll get it. It just, how will we get it? You know, how bad is it going to be? All right, let me just keep going. All right, finally. I mean, it's been, oh, well, I don't know. It's been a couple hours. And I finally got another clamp on there. The one I was trying to put on there, the second one, evidently it was defective or something. So I went and got another brand new one and put it on there, and it went on. So yeah, now I just got to put it all back together. I have all the screws out and loose and everything. So I just kind of got to methodically put it all back together, get the lid back on it, get it all bolted in. And then we'll be in good shape. We'll be back to where we were. I'll have to push this back in and lock her back down and all that stuff. Well, you know, it is what it is. I honestly did get very frustrated with that, but it's just part of it, right? You got to just keep working through. So the big man upstairs kept me pretty calm for the most part, and I survived it. So my back is killing me for being bent over in here, though, and my arms are all cut up. But, I mean, you know, that's mechanicking. That's mechanicking. All right, let me just start methodically putting this back together, get the lid back on it, and we'll just go from there. I don't think I need to show you all that. I mean, I haven't showed you my struggle down here either. I also need to get a rag down there and wipe up that all the coolant that I can that did leak out. But it was just a defective clamp. I clamped it all the way down, or I thought, and it was just spinning inside the socket. So that's why I didn't tighten down. So, all right. Well, back to work, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, goodness gracious, that wore me out. Now I guess we're back to getting it to pull back there. There's still going to be some radiator fluid coming out of there because I just couldn't get it all cleaned up, but I got a lot of it cleaned up. So it is what it is. Yeah. Getting all this stuff pulled back over here so I don't lose it all. Trying to pick up some of these tools. But I'm to the point where I need to start pushing it back again and getting it back in there, and then we'll re-brake it and not break it like as in break, but a brake as in put the brake back on. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I think I'm going to crawl in there. I'm going to crank it back in again, and then we'll I don't know, we'll find something else to get done here. All right, good morning. It's the next day. It's a beautiful morning. I jumped up real quick and got my devotions in, and then came out here, and we're gonna get to work. It is 51 degrees this morning already, which is crazy because it usually gets to 51 degrees. So I think the high is only like 54, 56, so maybe 56. So anyway, we'll have a great day. It's just a little chilly, but I mean, I can stand that, all day long. I just don't like it when it's in the 30s and low 40s. So, all right, so we're going to get on this electrical and get moving. We'll get these wires all hooked up and zip tied in and nice and neat. And then we'll go around the backside and get that stuff hooked up. We still have to hook up the hydraulic ram that pulls this in and out, and we'll get that done as well. But I think we're in a pretty good place. Thankfully, we got that radiator thing mess fixed up yesterday. I was kind of frustrated, I'm not going to lie about that. But we got past it, and yeah, we're trucking right along. So yeah, let me get going on this wiring. Let's not waste a bunch of time. We only have, it looks like next week it's going to go back and start being really cold again. So we're going to get as far as we can get today. I do have to run down the street and help a buddy of mine. He's got a load of gravel he needs to shred, so I'm going to help him do that. But other than that, we're going to be working on this. So let me get busy. All right, I'm kind of reconfiguring this wire. I'm probably not putting it exactly where they had it for sure. I'm trying to make it neater. They just kind of had it laying on top here and bolted it in wherever. I'm trying to make it nice and neat. So this is my main wire. It goes to here, so it has to be able to get to there and there. So I think I'm going to bolt this here, just let that fluctuate. And then the rest of this I can zip tie down to this bar and get in here nice and neat. So that's kind of what I'm working at. If you're wondering what I'm doing, why not just don't put it in here. Anyway, I'm going to seal this cap up, so that's an awesome step, right? Everything's done in there, so I can get the screws and the washers in here, get this sealed up. And then I'll get this on here, and then we'll just zip tie on around and I'll get all these plugged in. We'll get these all zip tied around. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good, and then we'll just neaten up everything. So that's the plan, if you're wondering what I'm doing. All right, let me get back to it. Come on. Okay. Get this door open back here so it blows through. Alright, so I got the panels on there. I got her started up. I'm going to put the bottom plate on there. Probably need to put some kind of foam or something underneath this just to push it up a little more. really now all we're waiting on is to get the lid dry. We can get that on. And then we're in good shape. I mean, we really are. So I'll let that dry overnight, and then we'll put it on in the morning. But what a day. What a day. Woo! Finally. I'm watching the hose on the other end, seeing what's happening. My hoses are going to clear everything, it looks like. That went in a lot nicer when you do that. Yeah, that's pretty good, both sides. Sounds nice and quiet too. But we'll get this finer tuned here. See that? Say that's too low, number one. And it's hitting. So I'm gonna have to fix that for sure. So you shouldn't hit that. It should be up here and it should be in here. So we're gonna have to work on that. Definitely got to lift it up some. Quite a bit actually. Quite a bit actually. Alright, well let's shut her down for the day. Oh, that's so much quieter. Alright, let's turn this battery off. All the lights go off. Give this thing just a second to air out so that it's nice and aired before we close her up for the night, because it's going to be cold tomorrow. Really a good day though, because we're not 100% there, but we're a lot closer. Let's see, I should probably work on that exhaust, but it's got to cool down now. All right, good morning. It's absolutely freezing in here. This panel is dried back up now. I had it in front of the fan all night long, so we can put that final panel on there, so that's good. Whatever we do, we're gonna be putzing this morning, I can tell you, because it's just so daggone cold. Hopefully this afternoon it warms up. It's supposed to warm up quite a few degrees here as we go through the day. So, but yeah, we'll open this front up, get this panel on. I need to measure these seals and get them ordered. I know it's 3/4, but I didn't measure the sideways. I didn't realize there's two sizes on that I needed. So I need to get this stuff ordered up, and we'll get some new seals put in there. One of those mornings where we're just gonna go slow and let it warm up outside. Woo! Get in here into the switch. Oh, I gotta turn the battery on. Daggone it. This has two things that are hitting. What would that be? Maybe these two things? Yeah, probably so. It probably goes just like that. Yep, hits right on those things. Huh, that's wild. Let me get some screws. Brr! Golly, it's so cold this morning. It's supposed to get to 52, I think, or 51 or something like that, so it will be warm. It's just... And I am starting a little earlier than I usually do, I guess. Probably will go get another cup of coffee though. Probably do that. That'll help warm me up. Gotta be careful with those. You don't want to over tighten them when they're like that. All right, that's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. All right, I like it. Yeah, that looks good. My big meaty Caterpillar, Perkins Caterpillar, and Perkins with Caterpillar tag. Oh, that hot coffee's good. I don't even know if I should have had another glass, but just being hot coffee is good. All right, so I need to put a little piece of foam on the bottom of this door, because see how it's leaning down. So let me go grab a piece of the rubber foam. Oh yeah, I was supposed to measure the width of this too. All right, so it's 3/4 inch wide. I could get a 1 inch piece in there, but it would be tight, huh? So really 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch.
Parts in this here, 6 years depends on what number is on that tag that's on the machine. If it's got an 8 in there or a 10, well, it'll be 6 months, or a 10 would be would go to the warranty I'm talking about for
Right.
for 10 years or something like that, you know. So but that's it. He says, yeah, you start turning these things, taking them apart, no matter what part it is, everything inside there, because of the heat, everything is brittle, and that is likely to break, and then they have to pay for it and replace it at no cost to the person.
Yeah, that's crazy, but I get it.
Well, I'm just telling you what I know.
Yeah.
Information that might be useful in the future.
Yeah.
How they get around.
All right, I got it a little cleaned up here. I was on the phone with that old guy, which you probably heard when I was putting the seal on. He lives up the road. He's like 84 years old, and I just got to talk to him every morning. But yeah, so anyway, so I got the seal on that, so that'll keep that door from rattling or anything. We got the stickers on, they look really good, right? And now I think I'm just gonna work on this exhaust a little bit. I need to get it lifted and pushed back a little bit, so I've loosened the bracket, and I think we're gonna try to adjust that bracket. I gotta get something to knock it off, that's what I was doing. And then I just decided, well, I can't make a bunch of noise while he's talking, so I'll clean up. So I've been cleaning, but which it needed it. Got a lot of stuff put away. Got rid of a lot of junk that's been laying around, pieces, parts, whatever. You know, I have a hard time throwing them old rusty bolts away. I know I'll never use them, and I have bought a ton of grade 8 bolts now, so I have storage with the new stuff. And it's just habit from when I had no money at all, right? And it was so nice to have those bolts hanging around. So it's just so hard for me now to throw that rusty bolt away that I know I'll never use. Anyway, whatever. All right, so yeah, and I still kept that many. Anyway, bad habits. But you never know. You never know. The world could end, and I could not have enough bolts. All right, so let me get a hammer. We'll knock this thing loose and get this exhaust set. Sorry that you have to live with my quirks. All right. Let's see. There it goes. Oh, I think I lost. It moved. There it goes. All right. So this actually needs to go back and up like that. So how do I gotta get that bracket to work like that? Shoot. That's. I don't know that answer. I do not know that answer. I mean, I can go like that, but that's not really gonna hold it. It's gonna pull on it. And that's about where it needs to go, right about there. So how we go? I guess it does line up right there. If you just pull it this way, I guess. Yeah, I don't really like it, but and then just keep it there, I guess. I don't know. There we go. I guess that is higher. It's not very far back, but it's farther back than it was. All right, well, see what that does. It's better than it was anyway. So to explain a little better, this exhaust pipe then lands in this bracket when it closes. So it's going to be a lot closer than it was. I don't know if it's going to be perfect, but it's going to be closer. I think it needs to go back just a bit, but it was always wrong. And it's probably that bracket down there that needs to be lengthened, but let's see what we get out of it here when we pull it back in. Perfect. Wow. Actually went right in the bracket. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So that's been out of place since I've owned this. So very good, very good. Now if I get these seals ordered up, man, that's awesome. I mean, that just went right where it's supposed to go. Very cool. Okay, I'm excited about that. That's for sure. So there's another great thing fixed on the bus. All right, we're gonna end this project with a little bit of bling. We put a chrome tailpipe up on the old girl. So happy to be done with this project. So happy to be done with it. You know, that's one of those projects where this was just supposed to be an oil change video, and it turned into, or fluid change video, and it turned into a massive project, as you guys saw, from the pan being rusted out to the muffler wasn't even connected. It was JB welded on even, and a radiator falling apart, and we've just done a ton of work. I'm sorry about that. That's my neighbor chopping up trees in the background. So anyway, we got a lot done, and I'm glad to have that project done. You know, that was a huge project. I mean, you know, and it's one of those things that if you just take it as a whole, I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming, right? But we just took it one chunk at a time, and I think that's like any project in life. If you just put your head down and take it piece by piece, one bite at a time, you'll get it done, right? Anyway, we got a lot of other massive projects coming up. We're going to be redoing the entire roof on the motorhome. We're going to be building a mezzanine in the corner over here. We're going to be building a garden, which is like a gazebo type garden for the wife. We're going to be, of course, working on the $10 boat. And I'm sure there's thousands of other things we'll be doing. Oh, we got new equipment. We got all kinds of stuff to introduce you. So anyway, those are all coming up in the future. I do appreciate so much that you guys watch. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll see you guys next week. See you guys. Finally got my truck cleaned up. It was dirty.